Don't be a foolish Christian. Don't be a Christian that lives beneath your privilege. But be a Christian that understands that God has put everything on this earth here for me to enjoy. And understand that all I need to do is tap into the will of God and find out what things in this earth do he have my name on. I always tell folk, all I want is what's mine. I don't want, Selecta, I don't want what belongs to you. But I'm here to tell you, I want everything that God has in store for me. Rosalind, what God has for you is for you. I don't want that. Child, I'm going to rejoice with you when you get yours. Whitmore, I'm going to rejoice with you as you get yours. I don't want what God has for you, but I want every iota, every ounce, every millimeter. I want everything God has for me. Thank you so much. I want it because I've learned that when you speak, things happen. When you speak, things change. When you speak, it is as if it releases a force in the atmosphere. Because the only way you speak as it relates to the things of God is you're speaking what's already in your heart. People have often said, I wish there was a window to the heart. And I tell folk, if you just be quiet long enough and let folks alone, you'll see what's in their heart in time. Because according to Luke 6:45, from the abundance of your heart, your mouth will speak. And when I listen to folk, I listen. When a person is talking from the perspective of faith, God does great things in their life. When a person is talking from the perspective of doubt, negativity always follows them. Because your faith is going to be based on what's in your heart. And you can only begin to speak those things that are in your heart. That's why when you hear me talk, I'm always talking about greatness. When you hear me speak, I'm always talking about going forward. When you hear me speak, I'm always talking about going into a higher direction. Why? Because that's what's in my heart. God put greatness in my heart. So the only thing that can come out of my mouth is something great. I wish I had some great folk in here that would just jump up on your feet and shout glory. What are you letting come out of your mouth? Because what comes out of your mouth consistently. Please remember what I said earlier. You're not going to be affected sometimes for one thing that may have come out of your mouth, because no matter how positive I am, if the truth be told, every now and then a situation will come up where doubt may come into my own life. And every now and then somebody will ask me, how do you think this is going to work out? And in that particular moment, I really don't know. But that's not the norm. Amen. Anybody that's around me, you know that is not the norm. Because I don't care how bad it is, if they ask me, I'm going to find a positive spin. Somebody will be talking about, oh, that brother, he's about dead. No, he's still alive. Some of you talking about what you're about to lose your automobile. You got to turn that thing around. I still have my automobile. But Bishop, you don't understand. They're coming to get it first thing in the morning. And what you need to understand is you need to enjoy it these last 12 hours. I mean, you got to change the way you think. We look at life from a half empty glass, but the glass in your mind has to become half full. Everything is always doom and gloom with so many of you. Every time I talk to some of you, it's always something wrong. Every time I talk to some of you, it's always you're sick. Every time I talk to some of you, you're always broke. Well, you got to change what's coming out of your mouth. And I know somebody saying, well, Bishop, I am sick. Well, you need to change what's coming out of your mouth. You need to change that thing. This week, I tell you what, starting on watch night, I believe it was, I just don't know what was wrong with my foot. I just felt like I wanted to cut it off. And somebody told me, welcome to the 50s club. I don't know. But I don't know if my arch was falling. I mean, it was just crazy, man. I'm standing up feeling like an old man. And I asked my wife, I'm like, you sure you didn't put me in the spinning toe hole, girl? You know, I'm like, what in the world is going on with my foot? But boy, it's so funny. Y'all know me. I'm just crazy. I put them shoes on, and I'm trying to make it. I get out here on this platform. It's just hurting. It was just hurting like the devil. I'm just walking. I'm trying to make myself walking straight. And on watch night, I got caught because it was hurting so bad. I stepped outside. And when I stepped outside, I was like, woo. And Lord have mercy, Maria and Tanika were standing outside there at the door. What's the matter, Pastor? I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Well, nobody's supposed to see me. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to put that face back on and just start talking faith. Why? Because when you talk faith, it changes things. But just because you speak faith, it does not mean